Welcome back to another episode of your favorite podcast, Two Girls, One Blunt. You got your co-host, Jamie Lee.
You got the baby Viola giving kisses over here. Welcome back, guys. Happy Tuesday. How we doing today?
We're doing good. That was Emily, by the way, if you don't recognize her voice.
They better recognize my voice.
I know. I want to be on reality TV, so I've been practicing how I would sit. Because I sit so gross that I'm like, is this the right way? Does this make me look the skinniest?
You just gotta sit up straight. Hey.
Yeah, but sometimes I feel like that makes me look worse too. But
she's so cute, guys. If you want to adopt her and you're in the Miami area, this is the baby.
That's our baby.
And what litter do we use?
We use Pet Safe, Crystal Litter.
We use Pet Safe.
And they're self-cleaning litter boxes, guys.
For our safe pets.
They help us when we travel. We're just building the portfolio for future sponsorships.
Of ads. And if you want to listen to not ads on our podcast, subscribe to our Patreon.
That we're going to make.
I have to get filler in my teeth today.
Fillings.
My cavity's filled.
I go, what are you getting done at the dentist? Emily goes, filler. I looked at her confused. I was like, Miami is so weird.
I can get a BBL at the dentist if I really wanted to.
Probably. They'll be like, not only do we fix your teeth, but we do buccal fat removal. That's very Miami.
That is very Miami. I would never get buccal fat removal.
I would never trust that, though. I don't trust any of the options here. No, we just started watching The Boys season 4. Great show. If you haven't watched it, watch it. And also watch Gen V. But everyone's up in arms over Stargirl's new face.
Erin Moriarty. It looks like she got buccal fat removal. It looks like she got lip filler that migrated.
It's so migrated. Huge lips. She got a tiny nose. She actually aged herself. And it makes me sad that we all feel like we have to fix ourselves. Because I'm like, I got under eye filler and now I have purple under eyes because the filler reflects. It turns blue after a while and reflects off the sun. So if you have dark circles, it makes it worse.
I feel like the downfall of society is when cosmetic shit goes too far, like the Hunger Games. That's when we're headed towards an apocalypse.
Everything is just we're going towards an apocalypse, guys. I feel like our children's generation, they're going to not understand what the world is now, and we're not going to understand what the world is then. There's going to be a huge change. It's coming.
It's because of AI.
Yeah, I sense it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't regret getting filler. I don't have it now, but I feel like the only way to get rid of what I have is dissolving what I have, PRP, which is just natural. It's just putting your own blood back into your face to stimulate collagen and helps with elasticity and shit.
Or you could eat chicken feet.
I've been doing chicken broth for collagen because that is also why we age. So it's not wrinkles. You're just missing collagen and moisture in your face.
Yeah, and then you just lose elasticity.
Yeah.
But you can't get it through the collagen powders that they peddle. That's not how you get collagen. That's not how you bring it back. You have to actually eat collagen-rich
I thought you were about to be eat babies.
Or
as the elites. That's why they look so young.
But none of them look young. They all look old.
Because there's no more babies. We're catching
see a baby
on
every day.
See a baby birth rates are declining, significantly.
Yeah.
We're heading into The Handmaid's Tale.
That's okay.
Okay, would you rather be barren or be one of the only women who can give birth and you don't know what comes with that?
Well, if you're barren, you're a sex slave. Either way, you're a sex slave.
I would rather just be a sex slave then.
You'd rather be a Jezebel?
Yeah, I'd rather be a whore and not one of the handmaid's girls because I wouldn't have to give birth. And they probably make you go through birth over and over. And that process, I feel would be more traumatic.
I could just turn it off. I wouldn't want to give up my child. You have to give your kid up.
Exactly. That's so traumatic.
That would be heartbreaking.
And then just think of you just are just used for as a birth machine. Although when a guy texts me and he's like, I want to fucking breed you and you be all this crazy shit, you know who I'm talking about. That's hot. But in real life, not hot.
In real life, it is hot.
Well, yeah, when it's dirty talk in the bedroom.
No, I want someone to impregnate me.
It'll happen when I feel like when you stop saying it.
When you least expect it.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes like I fucked around and found out like with certain people in my life, I'm like, uh-oh. I was like, oh, I'll just flirt here and there. And I didn't think anything was going to come out of it. And then I'm like, oh, I think something's coming out of this. I fucked around and I found out, and I'm not ready to find out.
Well, I've had people who like flirt, but it's like light flirting. And then you realize that they took it seriously. And I was like, how was I supposed to know that if everything was a joke?
See, I can't tell when people do banter with me now because we're comedians.
Exactly.
So I'm like, are you trying to impress me and just be like, I'm funny too? You know what I'm saying? Is it a show, or is like that flirting that we're doing that I think is just funny banter and we're on the same wavelength? Are you taking it very seriously? And sometimes I guess it's really just when I like the person, it's serious. But I usually go a little more like sexy with it.
Even if I like the person, I don't realize that it's serious. And then they get butthurt.
Yeah, I have guys be like, well, you just never showed interest in me. And I'm like, but every time I texted you, you like left me on red. So why would I keep chasing you?
Or
I'm
if
not
they
going to
do
do
show
that.
interest, then how am I supposed to know that you wanted something serious if you're just like jokingly flirting?
Yeah.
And then you get mad that I'm hitting on other people.
I think people are afraid to actually pursue. I don't know you like me, and I assume you are not for me and you are just trying to fuck. Unless you are taking me on dates and like showing up for me and consistently talking to me. That doesn't mean every day, every hour, every second. But like, I want memes once a day on Instagram. I know you're checking it. I know you're liking booty pics. So you better send me a fucking meme. That's not much. Doesn't have to be like long talks all day.
Yeah.
But no one knows how to do it right.
I don't know. I'm just tired of people getting fucking butthurt over flirting. Stop being a pussy.
Who's getting butthurt? Are there things happening I don't know?
No.
Am I getting the second date update right now?
No, you know about it.
Who got upset? Oh.
Well, that's different. But yeah, no, I'm tired of the butthurt people.
Okay, so wait. We're talking about banter. For people listening, like, how do you have good banter? Like, what makes up good banter?
It's just chemistry. Like, you can go back and forth and joke and have fun and flirt. And it's like sass. It's just sass back and forth.
Sass back and forth with a mix of memes, a little like flirtiness. But the issue is like two people have to be on the exact same page with that, with the type of humor and sass going back and forth. So like I have Boston guy and we're like, fuck you, you fucking bitch. And then we're like, I love you. Like that's how we talk to each other. And it's mutually understood and we respect each other.
But the issue is nowadays men think that banter is liking your story on Instagram. And I'm like, that shows nothing.
Yeah, they know that. They're like, will she bite? Look I just threw a breadcrumb into the ocean and she's a fish that's been looking for food. She's been searching. Is she going to take this little breadcrumb?
Nope, you have to do better than that.
I'm like, drop a whole filet mignon in that ocean, bitch.
I want a baguette.
And
I don't
a
want just a
baguette.
breadcrumb. Fuck
Garlic
you.
bread.
Oh, I do love garlic bread. I'm just like angry right now, so everything's pissing me off. And I'm like, fuck you. Fuck your pussy ass motherfucker behavior. I'm over it.
A bunch of people just getting upset for no reason.
Yeah.
And turning it on us.
People getting fucking butthurt and then not being able to talk about it. And then just being fucking annoying.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like it. And I knew I was reading signs with this person that they were weird. And then they were weird. So, you know. We guessed this one, though. We were, like, mentally prepared for it. So I think you're handling it much better than you would before. You know? That's a positive. I chat GPT'd a response to a person because I'm so blunt when I'm, like, annoyed. I just, like, say whatever. And then I shouldn't say whatever because that's how you hurt people's feelings. And you have to be more respectful and fucking whatever.
Yeah, like fucking in this fucking bullshit and I fucking
don't
gotta
fucking
be
lie
fucking
to
nice.
me and then try to blame me for something that you're assuming and then blatantly lie when I literally have the receipts that you're lying.
Yeah, that's super annoying.
But whatever, it's fine. It's Tuesday. We're happy. Nobody's angry.
You know, you show me the text message. I go, ChatGPT a nicer response. And I say that with the utmost understanding, I guess, because I remember I almost got fired because I would get angry And then I would just be like, why do you suck at your job? This is 6 days late. Now I owe this customer 10 grand. Do you know what I'm saying? And then my boss would be like, you can't talk to people like that. And I'm like, but this is the truth and the facts.
But also, why can't you talk to people like that?
Because we don't like it when it's reversed on us and they talk to us like that.
But if I'm lying and you call me out on it, then I deserve to be called out.
Yeah, it's also because we're not like gaslighting. So we'd be like, oh shit, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Hey, it wasn't on purpose. Or yeah, it kind of was on purpose. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like owning up to it.
Or like, I remembered the situation incorrectly. I'm sorry. And I've done that before and then apologized for it. But again, like we talked about last episode, people don't want to take fucking accountability today. In today's day and age, and I'm tired of it.
And I was so like mental health and all this shit, but I think it's just bred a culture of pussies. Like so many people are so sensitive. They're so afraid to get hurt, so they're not willing to take risks. They're not willing to communicate how they feel out of fear of rejection or abandonment or being misunderstood or whatever it is. And so they just like internalize it and everyone's fucking miserable.
And people are so closed off nowadays, but like humans need connection. We need social connection. The whole point of living is to make connections with other people and build your community. And if you're closed off because you got hurt one time, then you're not experiencing the full like spectrum of humanity that there's to offer. Like if somebody hurts you, get over it.
Literally.
There's other people who aren't.
Stop victimizing yourself. Everyone turns into a victim and they're like, I have these feelings, so you have to like bow down to what I'm feeling right now. And it's like, sometimes you don't have to say sorry. You said it to like, what do I have to apologize for? I did nothing wrong. And then I'm like, well, they're feeling this way. And it's like, but still, it's not your fault they're feeling this way. They just crafted a whole fucking story in their head.
Yeah.
Like sometimes like why am I going to apologize for that?
Yeah. Like we did a clip for an episode like 2 years ago, and the person was like, oh, it makes me look stupid, and she was like, that's my boundary. I'm like, well, your boundary is fucking stupid. You come on a comedy podcast and you can't make a joke. Why the fuck are you here?
I forget what joke it was or person.
It was
oh, whatever. All right, deep breaths. Ready? 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4. Breathe out for 4. Okay.
I'm holding on to my anger. It's going to sustain me.
Oh, we love it.
Everybody can suck my dick.
Well, let's get into like funnier topics. Like we just found out our cat Bear is afraid of balloons.
And it was because he was hiding for like a day and a half after my niece came here. She bought the balloons her second day here. And it also happened the same day that the kitten came in. So I was like, okay, he doesn't like the kitten. Like he's hiding from the cat, which is weird for Bear.
Because he loves kittens.
And I'm dragging him out from under the bed, trying to figure out what the issue is. He's like terrified.
He's like terrified. Will not come under the bed. He's like, no. And he's like holding on for dear life.
And Jamie's like, why is he staring into the kitchen? Like his eyes are locked on the kitchen. We can't figure out what it is. And she walks into the kitchen when I'm holding him, grabs the balloons, and I feel his claws clench into me. And he starts like running away from me. And she comes closer with the balloons, and he's clawing my back.
You would have thought he entered like a haunted house or something.
It's just fucking balloons.
It was just giant balloons. We realized it. And once we hid the balloons, he was fine. But then he saw the balloons again and he freaked out.
It's so funny, though.
He's like completely on edge because of balloons. Bear is afraid of everything.
He's such a pussy. I didn't know I
raised such a bitch.
Oh, you did raise a bitch.
But I love him. I love you, Bear. But okay.
We also realized that we've been choking our cats.
Oh my God.
And we didn't realize it for literally our cats' entire lives. You know when they have scruffs as kittens, you pull them by the scruff? We've been choking them and pulling their necks, not their scruff.
Your niece held the kitten. And I was like, well, she doesn't look like she's struggling right now. And then I was like, have we been holding the cats wrong this whole time? And it was so fucked up. I was like, oh my God, you try to be a good parent and you fuck up anyways. Like I thought we were doing the right thing. And I thought I was mimicking their moms and making them feel loved and safe. Sometimes I do. So it depends like You just have to grab lower. I don't know if we should post this part.
No, everyone makes mistakes. You know, we didn't realize, and now we've rectified the situation. It's fine.
I had deep heart-to-hearts, and I said I'm sorry to all of them. And then I understand if they need time to process.
They have no clue what you said to them.
They do. Want to read that funny story about back shots?
My husband has to wear a nose plug. For the last 4 years of my marriage, my husband has had to wear nose plugs whenever we do doggy style. I always take a shower before sex and make sure I wash my vag and butt thoroughly. For some reason, my husband says there's always a smell. I've asked him many times what it smells like: shit, fish, death, yeast, pee, etc. He says no one can explain the smell. I've been to the doctor numerous times about it and they don't smell anything and tests always come back normal. It's such a turn off knowing he has to do this every time we have sex. Has anyone else experienced this? Are there any solutions to help me?
Oh no. So she smells bad.
But only in doggy style.
So not like if he goes down on her, she's fine?
She's fine. She's fine in missionary.
Something's coming out of her asshole.
What is coming out of her butthole?
It's probably her gut. Her gut's off.
So she's just tooting?
She probably doesn't even realize that the inside of her body smells like shit.
You know what I've always wondered? Like, when surgeons open you up, what does it smell like inside?
Oh, nope. Can we have a surgeon answer?
Please answer. We want, like, what does it smell like?
Blood. Maybe it depends on what part of the body they're opening.
Like, so, if they open your stomach?
If you open your stomach, that might be different than your heart, which might be different than your intestinal tract versus like a kidney. Your liver probably smells.
I feel so bad.
What's the smelliest organ? Maybe your anal canal. Is that an organ?
No.
Your sphincter? What is that?
Oh, what was that?
What would you do if you were like a doctor and you just like open somebody up and then you like, I have that gag reflex. So they smell bad and you're in like a life threatening or like,
yeah.
What am I trying to say?
Life-threatening emergency?
It's a life-threatening emergency.
Yeah.
Okay, I was right, and I'm just high and questioning myself. You're in a life-threatening emergency, and you just start gagging. Like, what if you accidentally, person's cut open, you throw up because you're gagging and the smell's so bad? I could never be a mortician.
No. Well, there was a case of this woman who had like cancer, and she was using what were the QAnon people using for COVID? Like the sodium chloride or whatever?
No idea.
She was using that to try to cure her cancer, but it's toxic if you like inhale the fumes. So surgeons opened her up to try to save her, and all of the surgeons passed out. And it was like toxic in the air, and all of the surgeons were like dying, and she was just open on the table because her body was toxic.
Whoa. That's a toxic
That's
bitch right
crazy.
there. Her farts must have smelled horrendous.
Dude, imagine she queefs in doggy style and her partner just passes out.
And they're like, you killed him. And she's like, I don't understand how. That would be like a mystery.
That's insane.
There'd be like no proof. They'd be like, well, he was poisoned. And you're like, I don't get it. And you just have like a poisonous
pussy.
Cooch.
That's a good way to kill someone, though.
Yeah, poison yourself. If I'm going out, you're going out with me.
She survived, though.
How did she survive?
No
How
idea.
did you find so many surgeons to hop in right away?
Well, she was in a hospital.
To save her. Yeah, but usually do you know how hard it is to get into surgery?
Yeah, I would not make a good surgeon.
If you were going to do other jobs, like what in another life, what would you be?
I feel like something blue collar, like an oil rigger. Or like an electrician.
That's what you would go for?
Yeah.
If this didn't work out?
No. In another life.
In another life, you're like a blue collar worker?
Yeah.
I could see you being a welder.
Not underwater.
No. Well, you just said oil rigger. That's literally what they go there for.
Okay, maybe not an oil rigger. I don't know. I'd probably be in business.
What side of business?
The good side.
I mean, like, industry, and then what job role in a company or something? Would you be the CEO?
Yeah.
Or would you be, like, the marketing person or the HR?
I would find, like, a solution to something that people have been needing, and then I would be the CEO of a company. Start my own company.
I do think you give off HR vibes, but apparently so do I, based on a comment we got. They were like, these two ladies are plucked straight from HR having a pot with a mic.
I would be a horrible HR person.
I think you'd get invited. I would be too. I think you really need a nice lady, a nice old lady.
Yeah. Somebody who will put the company first. I would put people first.
Me too. And it would be hard for me to be like, sorry, you can't have your job. Mm-hmm. Or something like that.
Yeah. That would be super hard. Or if somebody was like sexually assaulted by the boss, I'd like fuck the boss over.
They would be like, I'd fuck the boss.
I'm fucking the boss. You fuck her, I fuck you.
It just is hyaluronic acid.
Oh, I have the Maybelline Plump Lifter. It has chili pepper in it. That explains why it's spicy.
Yeah, every time you fucking hit my vape with it or I suck your vape and you have it on, I get my tongue numb for like 10 minutes.
Well, tell me what limp.
I think mine's just not spicy. Speak. No, bro. Emily and I have not smoked a blunt, like a full blunt for just us, I feel like in a while. Will you be the kind of parent that tells your kid it's illegal to turn the light on in the car?
No, but I do think like I'll be a parent to tell my kid that like the noises of mommy and daddy fucking are like monsters in the dark to keep them in their bed at night.
Oh.
You know?
That's traumatizing.
Well, you gotta lie somehow to your kids. You gotta, you know?
Well, hopefully they don't hear it.
Hopefully not.
I feel like I would tell my kids, I'm going to be like, it's illegal to turn it on because I'm being blinded right now and it's giving me a migraine. It gets way worse at night. So I'm absolutely lying to my kids. Like, what other lies will you tell your kids?
That I love them.
Emily, we're working through our family trauma. We're breaking the cycles.
You know, you got to go with the classics. Like, dad's coming back. He's going to bring the milk.
Your cat ran away.
Mommy always loved you. Grandma's off at a farm.
Your cat ran away.
Oh, your aunt isn't a lesbian. She just lives with her friend for like 40 years.
What's wrong with your aunt being a lesbian? In fucking Pride Month, Emily?
Is that going to be us?
What? Lesbians with cats? We are getting a U-Haul to go to Austin. I don't know. We're close to it.
That's crazy.
Who's the mask and who's the femme?
Why can't we both be femmes? Jamie, it's Pride Month.
Okay, first of all, don't reverse psychology this on me. You're the one who said you would lie to your kid about her lesbian aunts.
I was just stereotyping lies you tell.
I'm thinking of things like oh, this salmon is chicken.
Is that what your parents told you?
That's what my mom told me and it traumatized me.
I literally would hate myself if my kid was a picky eater.
Yeah, I'm not going to be a chicken finger mom.
No, I don't want to be. I want like them to eat everything and enjoy food and enjoy trying new things. But how do you do that without traumatizing the kid?
Because you have to start it very young. And I think most try to wait until they're like a little too old. So like instead of baby food, there's something where they call it like you just let your baby eat on its own.
Baby-led weaning.
Yeah.
Why am I on Mom Talk?
I don't know. I am too, bro. I'm fucking ovulating and it knows.
I had a friend who would only eat beige food. This woman was like 45. So she would eat
she ate bread.
Pizza, potatoes, bread, cheese.
Her fucking vagina must have been a yeast factory.
Dude.
How bad
45.
is her mental fog?
I have been texting all of our friends being like, leave a 5-star review for my birthday. And I texted Giuliano and he sent me a screenshot and it just goes, these girls are so funny. I literally would kill to be their friends. I love putting them on while I'm doing home chores to feel like I have friends.
Oh, we love Giuliano. He's like the funniest human being. Can I just like play one of his videos?
Yeah, he's so funny.
He's so funny.
I just don't know, like, how does his mind come up with these things?
How does he I literally go, how do you not break character? I commented on that, and to this day, I still get likes on that video, and it's an old video. All right. So
he just commits to the bit.
He basically...
It's so hard.
Yeah, he commits to the bit. He's super funny. He goes up to people in public spaces, and he says, can you hold the phone? And then he does, like, the most cringy dances and faces.
Oh, shit.
I'm getting a video from my classroom. This one,
of course.
Show everyone I'm
like
saucing
this?
Now. It's the other way around.
Okay, makes sense. Okay. I'm sorry about that.
Thank you.
glasses on.
Oh my God, Ronnie.
Bitch on your bitch on your bitch on your bitch on your bitch on your
And it's just him doing it without any music.
He's so funny.
bitch on your bitch on your
How does he do this?
He's so funny.
Guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going to the San Diego Zoo. It's going to be a vibe, and let's go inside, have a good time, and make some jokes. See you there. Where should we flamingo next?
He's so stupid.
DU, right?
He's so awkward and like
It's so funny.
Giuliano Hodges, guys.
Giuliano, he's hot and funny. Ladies, slide into his DMs.
I feel like if I'm depressed, I should just like look at his videos.
my Roman Empire is the fact that if I get too excited about something, it never works out.
Not me. I'm a lucky girl. Everything goes my way. I'm always attracting what's meant for me is mine. Yeah. No, why is that true? Like if I talk to anyone or something exciting happens, I can't think about it.
I just have to let it happen.
You just have to let it go and never think about it again? That's impossible.
That's why I have to mute men I actually like. Because I can't look at you, otherwise I'll love you.
I get so mad when people mute me and it's so obvious they muted me. Because you know when you start interacting with somebody on Instagram that you're the first person to pop up in their stories and stuff and on their page. Because that happens to me.
Oh, no.
So I know it's happening on the other side.
I forgot they can see it too.
So it happens to them for every day we post. And then they're like, I can't handle this. I got to mute it. And we do it. And then it's just two people muting each other, avoiding interacting.
Because we're scared of intimacy.
It's stupid. I'm not scared of intimacy. I'm scared of looking like a weirdo.
I think everyone knows I'm a weirdo. So they're just like, oh, that's just Emily.
Yeah, I've been putting my phone on Do Not Disturb, though, and it's so nice.
It's so peaceful.
Yeah, and then I'm thinking no one texted me or reached out, so I'm actually just, like, being present.
Mm-hmm. Because I have such, like, a weird thing. If there's a notification, I have to open it.
Me too.
I hate having notifications.
I have to read it.
But then I'll look at your text and you'll have like 400 unread texts. And I'm like, how do you do that?
Well, I would just avoid it now. But if it's like important or like somebody I like, I have to read it. Like I have to know what it says. And then it becomes like impulsive thoughts of just being like, check it. And so I just have to think that they never texted me. And then I'm just like, do in my day and I can easily forget about them.
I accidentally, I tried to restrict a guy that I liked, but I accidentally blocked him. And so, so then I had to refollow him, and I was like, oh, shoot, I don't know how I unfollowed you. Instagram's crazy, dude.
He sees this clip.
I feel like if I had just left it, everything would have been fine.
Yeah, you're not supposed to react. That's why I don't unfollow people anymore or block them.
Well, I didn't mean to.
Because sometimes it's like, I always regret it after. I'm like, damn it, I shouldn't have done that. I was just feeling some things, you know?
Yeah, sometimes you got to take a step back, don't react, let things happen.
Damn.
I don't have a crush right now, so it's super easy for me to say.
I have a few crushes. They're just little blimps, though.
Have you heard about the girl?
The Haktua girl. Haktua. Someone goes, if you don't Haktua, I'm not going to talk to her. That was some guy on TikTok.
I had a guy message me, ask me if I do that. Who I've never slept with, never done anything with. He goes, do you really do that?
Christ. The amount of men that hit on both of us. They just shoot their shots. I'm like, so what are you doing? We talk quite frequently.
I know her. I know where she lives. Girl. But she's an icon.
Are you a Haktua girl?
Yeah. I don't do that noise though. That sounds like I'm hawking a loogie.
Yeah, that's gross.
That was a little aggressive.
If there's a girl who literally went right on your dick, like in the middle of passionate slow sex. Well, how would you react to that? Right?
Imagine
I'm more of like a little
you
drip.
let it dribble out.
Yeah.
Kind of. No, imagine if a dude did that and it landed right on your clit.
Like a little...
But not... That's so gross.
It's like you're fucking gearing up. It's the sound of a lawnmower. So Ava Varga on TikTok, or Ava Vega on TikTok, said that all men either look like a bird, a dog, a rat, or a shark. And she goes, I will not elaborate.
She doesn't need to. Should we go through all of the guests we've had on our podcast? All the male guests? All right, I'm just going to go on our page and go back through. Okay, so Michael Lenoci.
He's a dog.
Dog, I agree. Mm-hmm. Brady Matthews.
He's a bird.
He's a bird. Okay. Who else? Brad Stoll. Dog.
Shark.
Cam Bertrand. What are the options?
He's more of a mouse than a rat.
Yeah, he's not a rat.
So maybe...
Rodent?
No, dog. I don't know.
He looks kind of... He could be a bird. No. Shark? Cam's all of the above.
Yeah.
We already... Okay, Ray Sherwood.
Ray is a dog.
Woof woof. Uncle Laser.
He's a bird.
I agree. Okay, Marco Del Vecchio. Dog.
He's a dog. he's like a little
dog.
He's a Shih Tzu.
Let's do 2 more. JB Ball.
A dog.
I agree.
They're all dogs.
They're all dogs. Wait, Jay Midnight? Dog.
What the fuck?
Anyone else? Brad Williams?
All these men are dogs.
All these men are dogs. What the fuck?
That's weird. I'm like noticing. Okay, I'm trying to think of like my ex-boyfriends.
My ex looked like an eagle.
I feel like I'm a horse girl. One time a girl said I looked like a horse, and then they would neigh at me. And ever since then, I was like, I do have a horse face.
And you thought about that ever since?
Yeah, and I still, I'm like, now it doesn't hurt me, and I'm like, I agree.
That's like an insult that would sit with me forever.
Yeah, like horse, like Sarah. I was like, I'm not Sarah Jessica Parker.
She's also so beautiful.
That's cool. I don't want the horse face.
Oh, well, you don't have a face as long as her.
But I do. This forehead keeps going back. It just keeps getting longer and longer.
All comedians are dogs. Confirmed today by 2 Girls, 1 Blonde.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so there was a priest who temporarily died, and he reveals he went to hell, and they were playing Rihanna's Umbrella as torture. And imagine you're just in hell, and it's just, under my umbrella, Ella,
It's just like the Glee version
but except
of
there's
Umbrella.
No umbrella, and you're just getting like rained on, and they're just burning fire.
I would bust out a dance.
Version? No, it's the Kids
the
Bop.
Glee version.
It's the Kids Bop version.
I'm just picturing Will Schuester like coming out of hell. He's the devil.
What would be your song that would be used as torture in hell for you?
I think if I would walk 500 miles, I think that would get to me.
Really?
I think eventually that would get to me.
I'm trying to think. It would be like James Charles's music. I'd be like, no.
Hell is just JoJo Siwa's Karma over and over.
Karma's a bitch.
I should have known better.
I just fucking threw my neck out. Fuck.
If hell was one TV show, what would it be?
A TV show that you'd have to watch? Maybe Supernatural, because it'd be actual demons.
TV show?
The Wiggles.
What are jobs that people who have ADHD would work in?
Sales.
Marketing.
Yeah.
CEOs. I feel like operations managers, because there's so many little things that you're thinking about, and that's how an ADHD brain works.
Yeah, the restaurant industry.
Comedy.
Something that like brings, like, it has really high highs and then really low lows.
Like you seek the dopamine.
Yeah.
I feel like also high stress jobs, so like restaurant, like back of the house too. Excuse me, ma'am.
If Michael shows up to your birthday tomorrow, like if he's here, I'm afraid to be like lovey-dovey in front of other comics, but he is kind of touchy. So,
Do you think he'd know how to act in front of other people? Or is that like a conversation you have to have with him?
I don't know. I'm gonna be like, yo, if we were like gonna date and this was gonna be a serious...
Guys, I stole alligator. Also, by the way, we're back. We've tried to film this 3 times.
We lost probably an hour's worth of podcasting like content last night, and I think I was so high and I was having a severe migraine. I was like, I'm done. I was like, Emily, I can't do this.
I've had those days.
And now we're 24 hours later.
And we're finishing up the episode.
Yeah.
I was going somewhere with something.
You were Soul Herald.
Oh, I stole Harold from an Only in Dade comedy event, and I kept him for a year. He was an alligator that I loved, and
It was a blow-up alligator for the pool.
he was the best. And some kid took him, and I was on shrooms, and Jamie was like, "This kid's taking Harold." I was like, "No, it's not Harold." And then it was in fact Harold.
I was like, that's definitely your tube, and I don't know about you, but I'm not the kind of adult to be like, hey kid, keep my $50 toy. Not that you paid for it, but that's what it...
But still, it's a
But if you're a
principle.
parent and you see your kid stealing someone's expensive pool toy and you
teach
guys
them to-
walk out with it,
Yeah. But isn't that the exact same thing that I did?
yeah, but
Is it
that's
just
a
karma?
corporation. No, it's a corporation. It doesn't count. Unless
That's
people
true.
steal from me,
We
then it
also
counts.
knew the owner, and he wasn't upset.
No, they were like, yeah, take it.
Yeah.
We were like, can we take this? And they were like, we can't stop 2 girls, 1 blunt. They're just going to do whatever they want to do. But that's why they invited us there.
It was fun. It was fun. But yeah, fuck that kid.
Guys, I got laid last night, so I'm in a way better mood. Yeah, I was like, yep, there's the front desk guys thinking I'm a whore. And he goes, yeah, they probably just see you there like, oh, another one? She has a new guy every night. And I was like, no, that's not what it's like. It really isn't. But I was like, they might think we're whores because we bring so many comedians in, and there's been so many comedians who have slept here. So we're coming home late at night with men who are just sleeping on our couch.
They're literally just sleeping.
Or you
though.
sleep with me and they take your bed.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of men in and out. I was like, they must think we're raging whores, but it's fine.
But they still love us. You know, we're the lovable whores who aren't actually fucking like that.
We're not whores. I've literally only had sex with 2 people this year.
We're in 2024.
Yeah. Literally only 2 people.
What year are we in? I don't even know. This year? 2.
Yeah. And one was somebody I was talking to for like 8 months.
Same.
So we're
No,
really
6
not
months.
bad.
But even if we were bad,
I'm
fuck
trying
all
to be
you
bad.
guys.
Yeah,
You wanna
fuck
be a hoe?
everyone. What?
You want to be a hoe?
I'm not going to be a hoe, but I just realized, like, after having sex, like, I feel so rejuvenated. And I need that constantly. Like, I think a once a week good fuck.
I want to be like a one hoe bitch.
No,
and
that's
it's
not
consistent. That's love.
We've been
isn't it?
trying to do that. That's
not
why you have to
working.
have 3 on rotation.
one every month.
I'm like not one. I don't believe in rotations until I'm like trying to actively date. And I'm like, maybe this rotation thing's a good idea.
I'm going on a date with allegedly going on a date with her this Sunday.
Since when? Happy birthday to you. You better go get pounded.
On the first date?
Yeah, that's how all love happens.
Actually, I think you're onto something there.
I think there's a lot of people who are in successful relationships and that person fucked them on the first date.
I think Big Lotto said that her man right now is the first man she's ever let fuck on the first date.
Are we taking advice from Big Lotto?
Yeah. Who else to take advice from? Maya Angelou's dead.
That's true. Who are we going to listen to?
Winston
Andrew
Churchill
Tate.
dead. Andrew Tate.
I would
dead.
take dating advice from Adam Sandler just because I love him and he's my dad I'd never had.
You know, I would say I would. But he puts his wife in all of his movies. She's never the wife.
He writes them too.
Right.
But yeah, he has to put somebody who's a big star as that main role. So it's kind of a part of the gig.
Yeah.
But it's cute that she's in every movie.
It is cute. And he keeps the same staff, right?
I don't know about that, but I know his daughters don't like him kissing other women.
I wouldn't either.
Yeah, that'd be weird.
I think there's an actor, you know the evil guy with like the white hair that plays a bad dude in every like old 2000s movie?
No.
Very intense eyes, white dude with like very white hair. No?
Does he look super conservative?
Yeah, and also super evil.
But he gives like cop vibes. He's like actually a religious man who I think is like such a good person, and he hates playing those roles. And
Well, yeah, probably.
Is that
but
what
also,
we're talking about?
He plays the roles because he never wanted his wife to feel jealous. So he purposefully put himself typecast as a villain because villains don't ever kiss people.
Oh.
So I was like, wow, that's a good man. That's a good man, Savannah.
It's a good man, Savannah.
He's a good man.
Meanwhile, my man would be kissing another girl, and I'd be like, get in there, make it more believable.
Slam her against the wall.
Yeah. I'd be like, you got this, baby. Good job.
I feel like it'd be kind of hot.
I would have to turn it into like a sexual like fantasy.
Yep.
Where instead of getting jealous, I'm like, how was your scene today? Tell me about it while you go down on me.
Why don't you do it to me?
Mm-hmm. Walk me through it, literally. And I saw this TikTok from, I forget what her name is, and I feel bad because I'm about to talk about it. But she was saying how some of your situationships should have just been creative partnerships. Think about it.
I could see that. I watched the TikTok and I agree. I think there's so much love like when you do creative shit with somebody.
But it was like how creative partnerships or situationships, like the people that you fuck because you have insane chemistry, like maybe that feeling you're feeling, because sexual energy is creative energy, is just meant to create. Like these are people you would work really well together. And I looked back at every single person I've had sex with for the last 2 years, and I think 99% of those were all potential creative partnerships. Like they'd be people that if we started making content together online, like based on their personality, we would crush. Like that banter, that like chemistry that happens in person. Like, well, and I'm like, oh, I'm flirting now, I'm horny. It's like, no, dude, I just want to make content with you.
Yeah. So whenever I want to have sex with somebody, I should just make a video.
Yeah. Like, hey, before we fuck, you have to be in my comedy sketch. Even if what if they're just like a Joe Schmo and they're not in entertainment at all? I feel like they'd be down.
Well, it's also guys who aren't in entertainment for me who also could have been creative in other aspects. But I'm fucking
like
them.
Music or like videography or
there are friends that you can mistake for like wanting more, but really you should just be doing creative shit with them.
Oh, think of our friend Phil. Phil Hawes. I met him and I was like, he's so hot. I would let him destroy me. And then our personalities, we all worked really well together. We made videos and we never had sex or did anything. We were just friends. And the videos did well. And I'm like, oh, we have something here. That made me think about it. And I was like, which ones did I not fuck and I actually did make content with? And how did that content do? And I'm like, that's the best content I put out.
Okay.
I even think about that with my ex-friend that I had a girl crush on. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, what if, like, when we were making videos and doing stories, that's when, like, shit was doing well. Because they were, like, following that. But we had sexual chemistry. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, maybe I was, like, what we're feeling was, like, creative stuff.
Or just fuck your friends.
Fuck all of them.
No, we don't fuck our friends. It's a mistake. I think you should be able to fuck your coworkers, but don't fuck your friends. Like, that's shitting where you eat.
That's why we don't fuck our guy friends.
Yeah.
And not that we haven't had guy friends try, because I've definitely had guy friends kind of like give me the hint and signal that they would or want to. But then I say to them, I'm like, okay, hypothetically, if we dated, how would you feel about me having this conversation with my guy friends? And you'd want to be able to trust me that I'm not doing that. So I can't do that with you. Unless you are all in and like you are really all in, I cannot do anything with you. So we stay friends, go date other people, go do whatever, but don't come in like thinking you're having a good time, because I'm not going to do that with my guy friends. The only time I'm even going to look at you that way is if you're like for real. Because it's not worth it.
It's like dating a comic. It has to be for real. It can't just be for fun.
Or can it? No. No, but seriously, too, that's like if comics try to like fucking hit on us, I'm just like, do you want to get married? And then they're like, no, I want to fuck on tour. And then I'm like, okay, so go do that.
Just not with me.
Yeah.
Not again.
If we're gonna get married, sure. Like Hannah Berner and her husband. I love them.
Beautiful. They're a beautiful couple.
They're so funny and they're beautiful.
I just love people who can laugh together. And they're creating together.
And they create together. They have a top podcast. They're like, they beat our spot in comedy, so it's fine. But, you know, we're moving down the charts. But there's ebbs and flows, you know, and you just got to keep swimming and pushing. The number one thing for success is consistency.
Yeah.
And not giving up. And like when you choose not to give up, that's when the opportunity comes when you don't expect it.
It's like when all the cards are stacked against you and you're just like, I can't keep holding up cards, and then they keep coming. You just have to push through that, dude.
Push through it, my man.
Push fucking through it.
God forbid a motherfucker try to catch a vibe.
God forbid a motherfucker catch a vibe.
I love that Ricardo said that. Like, when you're staying at a guy's house, like, what things do you prepare that people don't even expect? Do you know what I mean?
What do you bring to a guy's house?
Yeah, if I'm having a sleepover and I'm not in my own space, I'm bringing baby wipes. I'm having a clean pussy and a clean butthole.
Oh, wait, baby wipes? I have poopery.
And non-scented baby wipes, because they can tell you used the baby wipes, guys. They can tell. At least if it's non-scented and it's just like
Also, why
clean.
are you putting fragrance on your pussy? Stop that. You don't need it.
Yeah, you don't need it.
It's actually bad for you. So, fragrance-free baby wipes.
Yep, fragrance-free poopery, for sure. Always a hair tie, because, you know, if you're going to get dirty, you got to be able to put that hair back.
I purposely don't bring a hair tie so that he has to hold my hair back.
Yes.
And if he doesn't, that shows he's not the man for me.
Okay, so this is actually pretty hot. I didn't have a hair tie, or the person I just hooked up with basically was like, don't use the hair tie, I got you. And so he grabbed my hair, and you could tell that my necklace always kind of like when you're sucking dick, the necklace gets here. Mm-hmm. And if I am sticking my like, it will get stuck here and it will just rub against his shaft.
Oh.
So I like went to go turn it back. The dude held my necklace for me in my hair.
That's beautiful.
And I was like, what a moment. If we made porn, that'd
be hot.
That was hot. Because it wasn't even a question. Like, that didn't have to be communicated. He just did it. And I was like,
he just took care of you.
Thank you. Although he did like just throw the towel at me. I was like, get me a towel. He's like, I'm getting you a towel. Where's the towel? Fuck. The cum's everywhere. And I'm like, it's in the bathroom. So he grabs it and he's like, okay. And he goes to like wash his dick and like tosses me a towel. And I'm like, absolutely fucking not. And I threw the towel back. I go, put some warm water on that.
Yeah, what the fuck?
And then clean me up. And he goes, okay, like, fuck, I'm sorry. I just didn't even think. So he goes to, and we're just sitting there. Comes dripping down in areas it shouldn't. And he is like, this warm water's taking a long time. It was like probably 30 seconds and the warm water had not come. So he's like, all right. I was like, just give it to me cold. And then he wiped me off, and I was like, that's how we fucking do it, all right? We have some respect in this household.
You shouldn't have to be told that.
No, you shouldn't, but...
Just like women are expected to swallow, men are expected to wipe up after.
He did it, so that's all that matters. Good boy. STDs are running rampant in Houston. Have you heard about it?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so the results that just came back in for the number of STD cases in Houston in 1 week. So we're just going to go over the numbers. Chlamydia, 3,678. Gonorrhea, 2,955. Syphilis, 22,715 cases in 1 week.
Holy shit.
HIV, 17,272 cases in 1 week. HIV case report form adult 315, HIV case report pediatric 18, tuberculosis 2, unknown. There's 5 unknowns. So they're like, you have an STD. We don't even know what it is. So they're figuring that out. And then there's another one. I don't know. It says facility or something. 33. That's an insane amount of syphilis and HIV in 1 week.
I think that just proves that like pharmacy companies are choosing cities and just throwing STDs out there so they can test out different drugs.
You think?
I don't know, something crazy like that. I've never manufactured STDs.
I've never even thought about that because mycoplasma is like a random bacteria that's rampant now, and no one's ever heard of mycoplasma, which means it's new.
They're testing with us.
Yeah, they're
just
giving
like
us
they did
STDs.
with the Depot shot with black and brown women.
Sometimes I wish you'd stop saying crazy shit.
Dude, sometimes the crazy shit is real.
It is.
Wait, what's our testing services called?
Talent testing.
Talent testing, Texas.
They must have it. We have a bunch of OF friends there.
Okay. I just got so scared. Oh, we can mail it in. Oh my God, that's why you need to use talent testing.
You can mail it in.
You can go to a random lab. They'll take your work for you, and then you can mail it to talent testing.
Interesting.
So you're paying through talent testing.
But you're not getting it in 24 hours then.
No.
That's the benefit of talent testing. I could go find out if I was clean right now.
But also you find out everything. They test you for everything, whereas normal STD panels don't.
Yeah, we've talked about that, and we're pro talent testing. They should sponsor us.
That's what I'm saying.
Free STD testing for a year.
Use code 2G1B at checkout.
What do you think the unknown STDs are?
There's got to be one that's eating brains because people are getting fucking stupider by the day.
It's like, you got a bad case of bath salts, but it's an STD instead. That's crazy. That's how zombies start, through sex. Or it's like fungal infections. There's rampant fungal STDs happening, which STD is literally just means it's transmitted. So if I had ringworm and I fucked you and I gave you ringworm, they would consider that a sexually transmitted infection, an STI. Because I transmitted, so you could have ringworm all over your fucking pussy and ass and, like, all the sweaty parts that touched.
That would be the worst STI ever.
Ringworm?
Ringworm
I know.
everywhere. Oh, I'm itching.
If I was getting ringworm for sex, I'd better be getting dick down.
Bro, you better be laying the pipe.
Like, laying it where I'm just, like, I'm passed out after, and I'm just like, thank you, God. And then you just take the 2 weeks of an antifungal and baths. And then
you pass it to your cats. All of your cats get the ringworm, dude.
Oh no,
we can't risk ringworm.
It's like it's like when you get a man to pay for an abortion. I'm like, I need you to pay for the ringworm and medication.
Yes.
I have 4 cats. What are we gonna do?
What did that cost last time? Like $600 for all 4 of them?
It was a lot of money. Everyone's like, get another cat. And I'm like, you don't understand. When shit hits the fan, it hits the fan.
It hits the fan hard.
The cats are expensive. I spend like $300 a month on the cats.
I went in debt like $6K for Lucy. No, $4K for Lucy last year.
Yeah, you did. And she was fine. We were just going through it and having a little anxiety, I think.
I get severe anxiety when my cat's sick. It's so severe.
Well, think about what it would be like to have a child. If I lost my child, like, at an amusement park, I turned around and he was gone. Like, dude.
I think about that because I put my phone down and I can't find it for hours sometimes. And I'm like,
yo, you lose your glasses.
Dude.
What if you lost your glasses and your kid?
That would be the worst day ever.
You put your glasses down for 2 seconds and then you're like, where'd Timmy go?
Oh, poor Timmy.
Poor Timmy.
I gotta get LASIK.
No, we talked about this. That's good though.
And that's how easy public figures will flip-flop on the internet, guys. Because last episode, I said I wasn't getting LASIK. In this episode, I'm like, yeah.
You, anything for a paycheck. Are we getting paid?
No. Yeah. Oh, God.
We totally flip a switch. You know, I do too, though. There was a time where, I don't know, I just think a lot of things. I was like, I'm thinking them right now.
There's so many thoughts in my head, bro.
I just like can't communicate them. Like, do you ever have that? I'm like, yo, there's so much genius up here. If only I knew how to go.
Dude, it's so hard.
It won't come out. It's in there. When people ask me on my opinions on things and I'm like, oh, I think this. And then they're like, why? And I'm like, there's all this research that I've done. But I'm like, I got nothing. I just think it and I know it.
It's a gut
I can't regurgitate shit. It's the weed. We said that too. Last episode, I was so high I couldn't talk anymore. And I was like, I think it's getting in the way of podcasting.
No, you know what I think it is? I think genuinely we are not like reading anymore. Like, we're digesting a lot of content and we're learning a lot, but it's like when you write something down, you remember it better. I think like when you read, you learn better.
Yeah, your comprehension is better. No, you're right. Because
there's definitely studies about this.
No, you're absolutely right, because I had this thought the other day because I just got the book 1984 in the mail. Mm-hmm. And I read, it's like the prelude, so it's like a full first chapter, but it's basically this woman's like thoughts on the whole book and society at first. And it was really cool, but it was so intelligent. And I was like, wow, I was reading it and it started coming back to me on how to speak properly. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I forgot. There was a while where I was like, I've studied my whole life and it got me nowhere. Fuck this. And so I wanted to be dumb for a while. And then by me just like not practicing and writing and reading, I lost actually the ability to form a full sentence.
Yep.
This, instead of it being like, the cat galvanized me to get my life together so that I could properly, you know what I'm saying? Like a full sentence. And now I'm just like, I love cats.
Bro, cats are fucking sick. Dude.
Cats are sick, bro. And then you're in like an interview or you're talking on like a mental health panel or something. And then it's like words.
Well, that's why, oh my God. Fuck. Bro, I can't speak.
See? This is what I used to do in high school to remember the vocabulary and know how to use it in a sentence and like remember it in all ways. But me and my like ex, like my high school best friend, we would, whatever the 10 words were, we would have to find ways to use each word 3 times while we were texting each other. So we'd bring things up. Or when we were like in Spanish class, we'd only text in Spanish. We had a group text that was only in Spanish. That's smart. Just get used to it. Even if I'm going and Googling, how do you say this in Spanish? That process of writing it, like you said, helped me remember. So we should do that. Mm-hmm. And then we'll come back in like 6 months and everyone will be like, wow, those are really smart girls. They're really smart.
We're smart. It's just like locked away.
I graduated with like a 4.39 GPA. I was in all AP classes. I got, my highest score was like a 1920 on my SATs out of 2400. Like, I was very smart. And then I was like, I like rebelled against being smart.
I was always smart and I always just rebelled from a very young age. I was like, fuck school. This is fucking stupid. And that was stupid of me. I thought I knew best. I did not.
You always have adults be like, no, it's cool to be smart. And then we'd be like, no.
No, I never had that.
Like, I don't know. I think about it like when you're going to like piano class and things like that as a kid that you don't want to do, right? Like I had a friend in college. I think we did like girls' state together. So it's like 2 people from each school get invited to do boys' state or girls' state, and you make a mock government and you're there for a weekend and you do all this stuff. But I was meeting really, like, people applying to Ivy League schools, like, very smart people. And there was this, I think she's, like, Vietnamese. And she was, like, forced to do a lot of extracurriculars growing up. And that can always be difficult when you come from immigrant parents. And they're forcing you to do all this. And as a young kid, you're like, I hate this. Why are you making me do this? Now, if I'm looking at her as a 30-year-old and that woman knows 4 languages, can play piano, like she has it together, that is setting your child up for success. And that's so attractive in a partner, I think, when they have like those special skills, like guys who can play guitar or like an instrument, or they're like good at a sport. It's just like cool to see people really good at things.
I never got forced to do that, but I used to take like so many lessons every week. I was like on swim team and then did cello, did piano, did like recorder lessons, did ballet like full time. I did.
Think of how expensive that is now.
My mom really set me up to be smart because she's very smart. That's like I can never say anything against her for that because she is very intelligent. And she set me up like by going to the museum. Like there's so many things you can do to stimulate your kid's brain and they're so fucking good for them. I was going to French classes and was fluent in French. It's all gone.
That's what I'm saying. You have to practice it. It's also about surrounding yourself with people who are also doing that. You reading, when I used to love reading. And because I was working so much, I wasn't able to pursue hobbies and have the free time to even just like open a book. It would stress me out. When I used to just do that for pleasure all the time, I could read a whole book in a night. And meeting you, who was very into reading when I had met you, you literally sparked my reading thing again. Because I'm like, she reads so much. I need to read more. Okay, we didn't finish the story about or what you do to prep for going to a guy's house. So we have non-scented wipes, poopery, a hair elastic, an extra pair of panties.
Okay, a snack.
Emily's like, you know what? That's so true. Because you ever go to someone's house and then you hate asking them, like, because you're hungry, like if they have anything to eat.
Or they have shitty food.
And that you don't like.
Like it's an ingredients only household. I'm like, where are the snacks?
That's us though.
But you know, we have the snacks until we run out of the snacks.
Yeah, because I'll buy the snacks for myself. Like I'll buy a bag of chips and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to just like have this bag of chips over the course of a week. Like just pick at it. And then we have the fucking boys over. I look over and Ray and Brady have finished both bags of my favorite chips. And I'm like, God damn it.
I also will buy myself like a family size pack of chips and I can finish that. I could crush that in like a weekend. One night.
Oh yeah, especially if we've been smoking.
Yeah.
But I think we've been pretty good. I took up vaping a little more and I ended up buying a vape because I'm trying to have sex this week and I forgot that when I was like, why haven't I been able to go poop for like 4 days? Like I was kind of pooping, but not there. I was backed up, dude. I was so bloated and I was like, no, I'm off my period. I should be skinny and hot right now.
Yeah.
And I'm bloated and can't shit. And I was like, oh my God, you haven't had your own vape. I've just been casually hitting yours like here and there, but not nearly as much as how I usually hit it. And I was like, no, I'm not doing your pool party and having sex while I can't take a shit. Like I was like, I'll quit next week, which is so bad. But every time I'm about to quit, it's like when there's a man I'm fucking coming into town.
Oh, fuck. I think I need to quit when a man I'm fucking is coming into town. Because even though I didn't shit, like he made me stop vaping.
No, you got to quit like 2 weeks before so that you're a little bit regulated. And then it kicks you through that hump after 14 days. Got you, bro. Whoa.
We're getting good. We're getting good.
You better cut that so that it's like.
I hope it caught it. That was so fast.
That was like a direct. Yo, we should
play
join softball. Jinx. We're playing.
Are we gay? Happy Pride Month.
There are softball leagues. Okay, so do we join a bowling league when we go to Austin or like a kickball league or something?
I want to go to BJJ. I want to go to dance classes.
I know. I was like, I'm going to go. I want to be active and do classes or something. And I genuinely, even though I told myself I would never get in the restaurant industry again, I think I might do something like 1 day a week. And that's like my going out restaurant spending money.
Yes. I want to do something probably like 3 to 4 days a week because I want like going out because we're going to be going out a lot when we first move there. And then I also want clothing budget.
But that's a business expense.
It is. And then I can take the cash tips and not write them off. I'm going to cut this.
All right. What were the other topics I had? Oh, I really liked this, and I just want to play this, but it says you cannot serve two masters, and I thought this was so powerful. So here's some mental health.
actually show you the book that changed my life. It's called The Neville Collection by Neville Goddard. It's like 10 of his books in one book. You see how big this book is. This is one of my favorite quotes. You must be born again, bitch. That old shit is not finna cut it. If you are dissatisfied with your present expression in life, the only way to change it is to take your attention away from that which seems so real to you and rise in consciousness to that which you desire to be. You cannot serve two masters. You can't. Unless you want to just be like unsure about everything, every decision, not confident. You have to take your attention from one state of consciousness and place it upon another. So that means you have to die to the old circumstances and live to the new circumstances. You have to be that bitch. Claim it and own it and just be her. Or him. You have to ignore circumstances and go within your mind and decide who you want to be and persist in being that person. And then allow the 3D to catch up. A lot of you guys are...
I like that.
I thought that was great because I've always heard like, oh, you're a born again Christian, and I never understood what that meant. Like, and I'm not saying this even in a religious sense, but I think because I heard it in a religious sense, I always kind of pushed it away. So hearing that made me be like, oh, that's kind of like what we talk about with ego deaths and how we're constantly changing. And it's like, I'm not the person I was 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Mm-hmm. And I remember I remember getting so much hate about trying to pursue social media and my own thing. And every time I did something new, I literally was creating a new version of me. And then I forget, we were just watching like a TV show and they were talking about how, it was the movie with Glenn Powell where he's like 4 different characters. He's the hitman. And he... In the movie, she says, you actually have the power to control, like the therapist is like, you can change your personality. If you change your actions and it ultimately changes who you are, you can end up having a whole new personality. Where a lot of people think like you have to stick to one personality. No. I never stuck to one personality.
You can be whoever you are, even if that person is different. Like, even if you apply that logic to losing weight. It's taking actionable steps to be different, not allowing yourself to be the same. Yep. And the power of adaptation is like so powerful in business and social media and all of that. So if you can learn to adapt your personality and just believe in yourself and take small steps every day that lead you to be a better person, like I'm struggling with that right now. Mm-hmm. It's hard to do.
Because you literally have to say goodbye to your old patterns and ways of thinking and doing. Like, if you're a person who doesn't work out all the time and you want to have abs and be fit and be healthy, the way that you're living your life is not going to work. You literally have to say goodbye to that. Yep. You have to say goodbye to the sleeping in and you have to say goodbye to the drinking a lot or say goodbye to the pressing snooze on your alarm because somebody who works out isn't doing that. They're having discipline. Mm-hmm. They're changing. Then that, like, you want to change working out. To do that and see gains, you're going to have to change how you eat so that you're literally changing whole parts of you. And I think we get a lot of slack from the people around us when we're trying to go through those things because they're so confused because they're like, this isn't who you are. And that's the point.
It's not just mental, like physically. My godfather was pre-diabetic, was like overweight. And then one day he literally just decided he stopped eating sugar. He cut it out completely, lost like 60, 70 pounds and is no longer pre-diabetic. Like, the things that are inconvenient are going to be the things that are the best for you. I had a friend who was also pre-diabetic and they were like, oh, it's really inconvenient to get like healthy food. And I was like, you know what else is inconvenient? Insulin. Like, and that was so like, that's not a nice thing to say to somebody, but it's also true. Like, if I'm not healthy and I'm not right now, then I need to, woo!
We're fucking on fire, baby!
Safali.
She just threw me the vape and I caught it, and that was a low hanger.
That was a low-hanging fruit.
Holy shit.
But yeah, no, I want to start taking care of myself, and I'm not. And the first step to any problem is admitting you have a problem.
I know, and you know what? It's the worst that, like, having men in our life, like, galvanizes us.
Words.
To make those changes. But literally I was like, okay, if I'm getting laid tonight, I was feeling flabby and I hadn't gone to the bathroom. So I was like, working out is going to help me go to the bathroom. All these healthy things that come with it. I did that mini workout or whatever. I'm so sore, but I feel good. I already felt better. I already saw the results. I went to the bathroom. Like, there was all these things, and I'm like, fuck, you just gotta start.
Yeah, that's why I went to the gym last night. I just did like easy mobility, and then I just laid there stretching for like 10 minutes, and I was like, okay, I started. Now I just have to keep up the pattern. It takes 6 weeks to build a habit. I think that's what my therapist said.
Yeah.
So 6 weeks of going to the gym, and I will feel better, and it will just be good. Helps your mental health.
It does.
My doctors were right. Fucking assholes.
I know. They're like, did you journal today? And I'm like, fuck you. And then you start journaling and you're like, oh, I needed that. You know?
It's so hard to be a good, healthy person for yourself.
Yeah.
What the fuck? How did you just catch that? I hope that's on camera.
Hi, baby.
That was fucking...
Dude, we're on it.
Fucking sick, bro. When you and I are aligned, bro, it's just like shit happens. It's like magic. I feel like I'm on a magic carpet ride when I'm with you, bro. I just feel like I could fucking rub a lamp and get 7 wishes.
Dude, I want to like bake muffins for you.
Dude, why haven't you? I would take a muffin.
Chocolate chip or blueberry? I would sacrifice one person in this group to save the rest. It's just us.
Would you? Emily? Speak up now or forever hold your peace.
I'm going to be so real.
You would sacrifice me to save yourself?
Listen, I'm not done speaking. If there was a shark and you were being half eaten by a shark, I don't think I could go in the water to save you. And it's only because it's a shark.
First of all, we're talking about as if it's you and I in the ocean floating, and neither of us have gotten attacked by a shark. We're at equal distance from the shark. Would you, A, push me towards the shark, scream and swim away, or B, say, we both got this and risk it for the biscuit?
I think I would just I would swim and I'd be like, let's go, dude.
But if I got attacked, you wouldn't come back for me?
Dude,
you would just leave me?
I think I would spontaneously die.
Yeah, you'd like spontaneously combust. You'd be like the first genetic anomaly.
Dude, I can't with sharks.
Okay, so say it's not a shark. Say it's a bear.
Oh, no, I'd be like, let's fucking go, bitch.
I'm like, how are we killing this bear together?
I'm not going to push you towards the bear.
Yeah, it'd be like if the zombie apocalypse was happening and we were getting chased and one of us dies and they could eat all of us so that one person can get away, you wouldn't do it?
If you were a zombie, I'd kill you.
No. I'm not talking about if I was a zombie.
Oh.
We were running from the zombies.
Yeah.
And we were both climbing up a wall.
Okay.
And I'm lower than you.
Yeah. I try to help you.
But what if that meant you'd get caught by the zombies? Like, it's literally life or death right here. There's no time. You have any second counts, and any additional second you spend is one closer to getting bit by a zombie.
You're
trying to get on top of the building. I'm trying to get up. If you help me, you could slip and fall. Do you just say sorry and push my hand off and send me to my death? Do you?
No, dude, I'd be so focused on climbing, I wouldn't be able to help you.
Okay.
I'm not a good climber.
All right, well, we're both fucked.
I'm going to die first. We know this.
I would sacrifice you. I would say, listen, reading's getting us nowhere today. I'm like, she won't feel it in like 5 minutes.
5 minutes? Bitch, you better shoot me.
That's a long time. Okay, I would shoot you first and then send you into the zombies. No, I'd be doing the same thing.
I feel like you could just kill me at that point.
Well, that's what I'd be doing.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
To sacrifice you to save myself. No, I'm just joshing.
I'm just joshing.
I'm just chuckle fucking.
What'd you say?
I was waiting for you to go.
No, you go. I interrupted you.
I feel like, run it back. I feel like I interrupted you.
No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Bro, it's
no,
okay.
Bro,
you fly the moon for me. You gotta go.
Ride this car into the night
you ride
sun.
this cock. So, Jamie, who do you want to kiss in this room? Bro,
I feel like we're getting kind of gay right now. Do you think kids should get an allowance?
Yeah. But I don't think it should be tied to chores.
What do you think it should be tied to? Okay, whoa. What should it be tied to, Emily?
Just existing.
I love you. Here's $100.
Yeah.
I like that.
I see parents. I love you, dude. Here's money. Dude, I wish I.
Yeah, but no, you know how like angry and like upset you are as a kid, just like in general. So if like you're like, he's buying my love, like, you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't like it as a kid. As an adult, when we're poor and we're trying to make rent, of course we're like, $100, thank you.
I wish more people tried to buy my love as an adult. It can be bought.
It could be bought. It could be bought for sure.
Like, why did people give you money as a child instead of as an adult? Like, save all the money you're going to give me as a child and just give it to me when I'm 25.
Yeah, but not everyone plans like that.
Well, people should get to it for my benefit.
Yeah.
Okay.
That.
Sock, shoe, or sock, shoe.
I do sock, shoe. Honestly, it changes, I think. If I'm picking up, so say there's 2 socks and there's 2 shoes, I don't like the feeling of just like a thin sock, which I wear with these kind of shoes by itself. So the moment I put that thin sock on, I want to put the shoe on. And then I put another thin sock on, and then I put the shoe on. However, if the shoes are in the other room and I'm putting my socks on in one room, I'll put both socks on, put the shoes on. So it really depends. Where are the socks and the shoes in the moment?
It depends where I am. Like the beach, I'll put one, as I clean off one foot, I'll put everything on, then the other foot, everything on.
Yeah.
Normally, I guess I like walking around in socks. It makes me feel safe.
Thick socks.
Yeah, I love thick socks.
But I'm talking the thin ankle socks that are like have nothing. It feels weird.
I hate those. I can't wear those. Physically,
Yeah.
I cannot.
I have too many sensory issues.
Yeah. Yep, they freak me out. I prefer Chinese food over Mexican food. Hot take.
Facts.
Okay.
It's a fucking Jewish household staple.
Yeah, every Christmas.
Yeah.
I mean, New Year's.
Christmas.
Oh, I would get it every New Year's.
That's a big New Year's too for Boston.
Oh, okay.
Because it's the only thing open. So that's why we all get Chinese food. They'll be open all night and they make a killing. And everywhere else shuts down.
Shout out Kowloon's in Boston.
I was never a big fan of that until we went with Uncle Laser.
I'd never been there until we went with Uncle Laser.
Oh.
But
I'm thinking of the spot on the way from Hull to Hingham to Weymouth. Right after the Hingham Shipyard.
That has the karaoke?
Yes.
Yeah.
What is that called?
No idea. But I know what you're talking about.
It was,
but I don't know how to get there.
And then there's another one. You're off Hancock Street in Quincy. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's on like right when you're getting off the highway, and that street would take you to my old work.
Is it like Black and Red?
Yes.
By Wollaston Beach?
No, it's right off the highway, right on the Hancock Street exit.
Oh, that was my Nana's last meal. Their chicken fingers.
That's where my whole family goes for every big event or holiday. Okay, do you think celebrities should be able to run for public office?
Yo, if Steve Irwin ran for public office, I would absolutely vote for him.
Steve Irwin for president.
Yeah. Bring him
His
back
son.
from the dead. I think I
don't even care that he wasn't born in America. He can be the American president.
We would change the laws for him.
Steve Irwin would unite our nation.
He would bring Democrats, Republicans,
everyone together. Steve Irwin is the solution for the Israeli-Palestinian conflict.
And that's why we have been at war for the past 20 years since he died.
It was before that, but
just go with it. Just go with it.
Steve Irwin would solve the climate crisis
with
his left hand. Steve Irwin would bring back fathers, one family at a time.
And now he's dead. Thanks to you, America.
That's why I have 2 dads and neither of them love me.
Cheers
Thanks,
to that.
Steve.
Cheers to that. I don't have 2 daddies. I have 1 dad who I will not
That you
call
know of.
daddy.
You never know what family secrets could be
Discovered.
exposed. Do you have any crazy family secrets? I do, but I can't talk about them.
I'm sure I do.
Like the lore, the
I want to
family
expose
lore.
them.
Mine are fucked. So they're like, there are things that like, it's just
Mine
been
are too.
whispers.
Yeah,
It's
we have
all
to
right.
think
My
of
whole family
cheerful.
thinks I'm like a prostitute, I think. I'm like, what? I literally have a podcast. But whatever.
Oh, I love this girl. Look at her fucking toes.
I'm still thinking about that Haktua girl.
Where is she? How is she? I hope she's well. I hope she's blessed.
Me too. Do you think companies should offer unlimited sick days for their employees?
No. Because when a company says that you have like unlimited pay time off or unlimited sick days, they don't give you a concrete number. So then you don't get a payout if you leave. You don't know like how much time they're giving you off. Like it's like their parents who are like, "Oh, you can do this," but don't actually want you to do it.
Yeah.
It creates a culture of you feeling like you can't do it because you don't actually know the limit. I don't know. I feel like it's a weird psychology thing that jobs do to fuck you over.
I do think that there should be more than 3 sick days.
God, yeah.
Okay, it should be like 10 sick days.
Minimum.
Mm-hmm. But like, then you have to think about personal days. I just think if I was I don't know how I got shit done while I was in corporate America, like appointments. Then think if you have a health issue and you have to go to like 10 appointments a week.
My boss hated that I took doctor's appointments. He hated it.
Yeah. Do you think it's okay to steal from big corporations?
No. It's not okay to steal from anybody.
Stealing is bad. Don't steal from Walmart.
Never.
Or Target. Actually, don't steal from Target.
A hot take. ASMR videos are not calming. The ones
Some
with
are
the chewing.
not. Oh, no. Mukbang
stress me
style.
out.
Absolutely not. I don't want to hear you go. Nope. Okay. It's more rude to show up late than to show up underdressed.
No.
I disagree, too.
I think it's ruder to show up underdressed
Me, too.
than it is late. I feel like late can be excused, but underdressing can't.
Yeah, if you pop out and the rest of the time you're there.
Like if you're at a work event and you're trying to schmooze with somebody and you're underdressed, then it's...
And just because you were on time, no one gives a fuck. They're looking at
Yeah.
appearances. People will forget about you being late. Unless that's all you bring to the table is your time. Mm-hmm. That's a bar.
Boom. Oh, I just want crispy rice.
Oh. GIF is pronounced GIF.
It's pronounced GIF.
GIF all the way.
Yeah, what the fuck?
What about niche? Or niche?
GIF.
Niche? Niche? Or niche?
Niche.
Niche. It's fancier. So it sounds right.
Nished?
Niche.
No.
Niche. Niche.
Niched.
Niche.
No.
Niche.
Yeah.
Niche.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad we settled that one. Glad we could figure that out on Two Girls, One
Yeah,
Blunt.
no, we're solving crimes. Hot take. Living 100 years in the future would be better than living 100 years in the past. I don't know.
Bro, I have no idea.
I don't know. We might all be dead.
Sometimes I'm like, no. No, I guess the future. Because the past was also very bad,
I
so...
guess we can only say no to the past because we're white.
That's what I'm saying. So I would say no to the past, because that's not...
Can you answer the accusations that you're the cutest boy in the world?
Are you the cutest boy in the world?
Do you have anything to say to that, sir?
You have anything to say to that? You have anything to say to that?
Oh, he's such a baby right now. Bear's just huddled in her arm like a little baby.
He's mad though. He's got airplane ears.
Oh, you're airplaning?
He's ready to fly away.
You're airplaning? Oh, drama
Yeah.
queen.
What?
Oh, you're mad. Tail flicking. Meow.
I'm sorry, I had to sneeze.
Meowing. Oh, the kitty's so sweet, guys. She's the sweetest little kitty.
I love her.
She's so annoying, but I love her. But
Guys,
thank you guys for listening.
Yeah, this has been another time where the camera turned off and we didn't realize. We have to not smoke. We need a team.
I can't smoke anymore.
No, I'm done.
I'm too high. I'm too dumb.
We've been saying this for a year. But, we're getting closer every day. And on that note, we're going to go shake our asses on OnlyFans Live. We'll see you next week. We love you.
Love you. Bye. Leave a voicemail at 857-271-9663. Also, this cat's farts smell like shit.
Wait till you smell mine. All right. Bye.